So here we are on a Monday afternoon, beautiful, beautiful spring day, and just thought I'd share a little something while Lee is off doing some errands. She's been working on a super secret project, so we're gonna kind of go in and check this out. Bob Kramer had asked about painting his motorcycle, and anybody who has ever seen any of Lee's artwork knows that she doesn't do simple, she doesn't do plain, she loves color, everything's vibrant, everything's just amazingly over the top. So when Bob asked about a motorcycle and his suggestion was pinstriping and a simple graphic. So anyway, this is kind of a first look at some of the work that she's done on this motorcycle. Bob's motorcycle is a Goldwing, 1983 Honda Goldwing, and so Lee did quite a bit of personalized work on this in terms of trying to incorporate a lot of Bob's life experience and a lot of touches that would be, I guess, very appropriate given his life. So we're gonna start off with one of the saddlebags. So I'm going to see if I can climb up here so I can get a good angle on it. Now these haven't been clear coated. This is just the raw paint job that she's done. So here's our first look. So this is the right rear saddlebag of the motorcycle. And if you notice, have three dogs, three bulldogs, three devil dogs. Semper Fi, kind of a nod to Bob's time in the Marine Corps. Of course, the history of the devil dog, the Germans during World War I described the Marines as fighting like hounds from hell. So that's a little bit of your history lesson today. So let's kind of move over here. Let's see what else we've got. This would be the other saddlebag. And if you notice, there's kind of some nautical themes. There's also the wings, gold wing. Of course, a gold wing is a reference to the eagle, and have some touches to different tropical flowers that would represent kind of that tie to the Philippines. Same thing with some of the waves and the nautical stars. So that's what she did on the bags. Now I want to show you some of the work she did on the tank. Now remember, Lee's an artist, but this is the first time that she has ever attempted to paint a motorcycle. So this is one side of the gas tank. So as we kind of swing around and kind of look at some of the different elements or kind of look at the overall theme, I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to pronounce the Latin, but it translates to "Fortune favors the brave." That's a nod again to Bob's time and his unit in the Marine Corps. You can kind of see some elements like the chain, the rope, the nautical flowers, and if you look carefully here, you can actually see the islands of the Philippines. Of course, Bob being a mechanic, very mechanically oriented, gears, stars, again the nod to the eagle or the wings throughout this side, and of course the Marine Bulldog. Very important to artists that they kind of have composition and everything flows together. So as we move around to the top of the tank, there's a spot here where I believe Bob is going to have a clock, but again more the theme of the tropical flowers coming down. K-bar, established in 1951. That'd be a nod to the year that Bob was born. And here's the translation of the Latin "Fortune favors the brave," and this is actually with embellishment. This would be the unit patch from Bob's time in the Marine Corps. So we'll move around to this last side of the tank here, which this is honestly my favorite. I love things that are non-traditional or well thought out. So this is the final piece that Lee worked on, the final side of the tank. And so you see the build, break, fix, repair, again the nod to the gears, the mechanic, chain, the tropical flowers and rope. And if you look carefully, you can see this graphic kind of in the middle is actually a heart, a grayscaled heart. So that's, again, kind of a nod to tattoo art, and more specifically some of Bob's personal experience having had heart issues a few years back. So anyway, may or may not like the style depending on your artistic taste, but me, I love things that are non-traditional. It's always cracked me up how everybody in hot rods or with tattoos or with any kind of art, they always talk about being an individual and kind of doing their own thing and not caring what everybody thinks. But it's amazing when push comes to shove how many people will just kind of fall in line. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this little tour. I'm going to shut down the camera before Lee returns, as I'm not really authorized to show this. But we'll have some more pictures once it's gone to the shop and been clear coated. And now at this point, I think it's time to go outside and enjoy a little bike ride today.